begin today with just a gentle stretches. Take those arms all the way behind and give your body a beautiful stretch, feel good stretch, full body stretch from the tippy toes to the fingertips. Expand your belly, inhale all the way. Feel the oxygen permeating your cells, and on exhalation, let all the tension go. Before we begin, let's express silent gratitude for everything this universe, this world, this life given to us. We have everything we need, everything we need. Let's set an intention not to judge, not to compare, just enjoy our practice, every single minute of it. And with that, let's bring our one knee, right leg, whichever you like, towards the belly and chin. Just give it a good stretch first. Keep your eyes open or closed, it doesn't really matter. At the beginning of the practice, we always building connection with ourselves. Life is busy. We need to return back inside. Go ahead and extend your leg. And go for the first gentle ankle rotation. Do a few on one direction and then a few on another one. Just a very simple. Then take and press gently on top on that leg. If you have to bend your knee, you can do that definitely. Give it a gentle, deeper stretch. Come on up slightly more if it's possible, if that's available. Breathe. And then slowly take the shoulders back on the floor and go ahead and circle your hip just a few times. Just a few times to open up, open up hip flexor. 3-4 times, depend how fast you're moving. And then go ahead and bend the same right leg. If you hold in, if you worked with the right, press right on top, extra gentle opening, a little bit deeper. Very nice. And let's switch the legs. Go ahead and take your left leg and draw it closer to the belly, to the chest. Maybe close your eyes, again reconnect back with your body, let the lower back become soft, connecting with your mat. And then once you're ready, extend the leg, begin the little ankle rotation. Just a few of them, just a few ankle rotations, few to the right, few to the left. And then once you're ready, press on top on that left leg, the same way we did for the right. Maybe you're ready to lift the shoulders off the ground, maybe not. And then let go and circle the hip this time. Just make a few extra movements, just a few extras. That's all we gotta do. And then once you're ready, bend your left knee, the leg you worked with, and press right on top. Sometimes it's a little bit challenging and stiff after Sunday if we didn't do anything, any stretches, any workouts. So on Mondays we need to go back to our routines. Let's go ahead and put our both feet in a bound angle and just simply let your knees melt down towards the floor and let your lower back relax as well. So it's not arching itself, it's kind of resting on your mat. Then take another good deep breath, calm down your body. And then let's take our arms next to the hips, next to the waistline. Prop your hands and lift your hips a little bit more. Activate the glutes, connect. No body weight on the neck, of course. Inhalation, exhalation, slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Bring the hips back on the floor. Take your arms up and come on up. Activate the center. Let's wake up the center of our body all the way through. Lower back on the ground. And go ahead and take it back. Stretch one more time. And another exhalation all the way forward. Activate. Engage the stomach. Very good. Go ahead and bring your both knees together and bring the hips up. Body weight on the feet and on the shoulders, not on the neck. Keep breathing in and breathing out. Go ahead and come up on the tippy toes. Active legs, active back. And slowly, vertebra by vertebra, hips and lower back on the floor. Bring your knees towards the chest. Give them a hug and extend your legs. We're not going for halasana, just a little stretch here. Imagine that you're doing your seated forward fold. Just continue to stretch. From this position, we're going to go to the lower boat Navasana. If you need to bring your feet back on the floor in that bound angle, please do so. Breathe, guys. Open up. Make sure your lower back on the floor. Go ahead and draw your knees back towards the chest. We're gonna give a little windshielding movement with the knees to the right and to the left. Just a gentle stretch. It feels good. Don't hurry up. Just enjoy every single repetition. Some of us might do 5 or 6. Some of us might do just 2 or 3. If you're moving slower, staying longer on the floor. And let's go ahead and bend the left knee. Take the right leg one more time for a little bit deeper stretch. And go ahead and place your ankle on the left. You can stay on the floor with the back, or you can come up with me. Open up a little bit more, stronger. Maybe bind your hands underneath. Very good. We're practicing some upward planks today, side planks, reverse tabletops, a lot of good stuff. But we need to prepare the body first. Go ahead and lift the leg for my intermediate and advanced. If you're not ready, then just keep that on your knee or even hips on the floor. Go ahead and flex and top the floor, nice and gentle. All the way, bring it back up and release slowly. Put that right on top on the left, just like you do in a Gomukhasana. Stretch extra. Gently press on top on the ankles. Let it go. Bend your right knee and left leg extra deeper stretch. Lift the shoulders if you can. Just enjoy. Very nice. Go ahead and put this ankle on top and bring the hips up if you're ready. If not, don't worry, keep them on the floor for now. Maybe bind your hands. Go a little bit stronger here. And maybe even raise your leg. Stay strong. The body weight distribution between your one foot on the floor, your shoulders, your hands, your elbows. Flex it and touch the floor. Lift the hips. Bring it up and then release all the way through. Put the left on top. Give it a gentle extra stretch. Let's extend both legs and arms. One more time. Extended stretch. And then come on up to the seated forward fold with me when you're ready. If you need to roll through the sides for that, you can do so, or just keep on moving. We're going to repeat this little flow, coming from the supine position to the top and stretch for a few times. So come on down and unroll your back, guys. Just unroll it. Stretch, extend, and come on back up when you're ready. All the way. Stretch, unroll. All the way on the bottom, stretch, stretch, stretch. Come on back up. Let's do one more time to make sure everybody works in few of those. Active center, and come on up. Forward fold, we're gonna hold it all together. Make sure you're sitting comfortably on the both sit bones. Look halfway through. And extend your back a little bit more. Just kind of lifting the heart up, lengthening the back. And then go ahead and fold forward one more time. We will slowly draw the right over the base right here. It might not be as close as mine, it might be a little bit farther. Do what you need to do. Let's reach first, just over the foot. Not the foot, it can be anything else, or it can be the little muscle using your strap or even collar, right? Once you're there, make sure your posture is not looking like this. You look up, open, that's right. Go ahead and start to fold a little bit deeper if you have more room. We will progress just a little bit here. But before we do that, just leave your left hand on top of the left ankle, calf, thigh, inner thigh, whatever you can do. And open up first, just kind of push against your open right ankle. And if that feels good, go ahead and open up fully. Just a big, beautiful, comfortable opening when you can express through the upper body. And let's slowly fold forward back. Perfect, and keep it like this. Expand, enjoy, go deeper, or drop your right around your left. This is not for everyone. If you feel your knees start to bend, you're losing your good forms, your breath is shallow, maybe not yet. But you can use definitely strap for this one. You can definitely use strap. You will notice that your one side might be a little bit more flexible during buy-ins. Gonna find it out in a second. Come on up. And go ahead and give me a gentle half spinal twist on one side. And then do the same, keep the same leg. Just rotate to the other direction. Level the shoulders. Make sure your both sit bones on the floor, spine nice and cool. Okay, let's get back to the center. For the forward fold again. Give it a gentle lengthening before we're gonna go for the other side. Draw your left. Now all the way up. And try simply reach to the foot. If you need a little prop fix on the glutes, pull them out. Make sure you're sitting comfortably on both sides equally, not on one side more than another. And we're just holding it first. Take a few few extra breaths here. Lengthen in, lift the heart up, and see if you have a little bit more room now to fall slightly deeper. Go ahead and keep your hand where you can. Right on the right, put the left on the left, push against first your own ankles, and if it feels good and you can find the freedom in that opening, it's not straining your shoulders and neck, go ahead and open, look up towards the ceiling. We come back to the center. Stay right where you are, or bind with your left. Use the straps and handles if you want to use those. Take a little spinal twist here, just a first direction, level the shoulders, and then simply reverse it. And you definitely don't have to lay entire arm across and on top if it doesn't go there. Just depend on the shoulders, flexibility in fact. Try to level the shoulders and keep your spine tall. We get back to the center with the bound angle, which we already practiced. So keep it a little bit wider, just like more like diamond shape, and go ahead and fold forward. Some of us will be able to bring your forehead towards the feet. If not a big deal. And if you want to go slightly deeper, you can slide your arms from outside in and maybe even bind with a namaste position. It would be kind of challenging if your feet are too close to the base of the body. So just again, see what your shoulders ready for, your back ready for. We're just working on the quiet mind, slowing down the chatter in our brains, which is hundreds and thousands micro thoughts every single minute. It feels good when we practice in silence. Let's come up. Go ahead and take your right across towards the left, another little half spinal twist. And just simply reverse it. And go ahead and come back. We're gonna go for the kneeling position. Do it however you like it. We are ready for more active flows. First thing first, up and down, cat and cow. Let's finish waking up our backs. We're gonna do a few flows here and expand them. You can stop wherever you need. Take a child pose. Join up, great, down, great. Just feeling strong all the way, team. Let's go ahead and dive into the heels. Be mindful with your backs. Come on up. Carry it over, up dog or cobra. Carry it over, back. Come on back up. And again, carry over. Again, if your spine asking you in a certain places to stop and explore, do not ignore it. Make sure you stop and figure it out. Where do you need move a little bit slower? Where do you need more attention? I'm gonna go for for the downward facing dog. You guys can stay doing the same flow through the child or tabletop. I'm going to expand mine. If you're ready to join me, then we floating in between down dog and up dog. You can definitely use the knees on the floor every single time you're moving. You don't have to float above your mat. It's more intense on your wrist, so be mindful. Again, you can combine tabletop and upward dogs and move to the downward facing dog, then go a little bit lighter again. But this is an amazing flow to wake up the entire body. We're gonna do one more, and all together we will stop and meet in an upward facing dog, cobra, or even sphinx with your elbows on the floor. Please don't be afraid to move your hands closer to the front of your mat. Roll the shoulders a couple times up so you can check on the position. If it doesn't bother your neck, you are in a good place. If it does, you need to move your hands a little bit closer to the front. One is not better than other. Come on up, guys. Scoop the stomach. Protect your back on transitions. It's so important. In order to do that healthy transition, you really need to protect your spine by engaging the abs. Take the right hand over the left ankle. Just like this. Drop the head. Totally drop the head so there is no tension in the neck at all. Zero. Go ahead and bend this left. See if you can take your right arm from under and hug. Let's switch the position. We're going to drive first our left hand towards the right. Don't worry about perfection in this practice. We come here to improve, to feel better, to be more flexible, to become stronger. There is always a point of start. Go ahead and bend that knee. And if you wish to give it a hug from inside out, undo it and walk with me towards your plank. I know, towards a plank. Hold your plank nice and strong. Go ahead and take your right arm and hug your left shoulder. Now, if that is too much, it is too much. Too much is too much, right? Then put your knees on the floor. It's going to be much easier. Go ahead or just hold your plank on your knees with both hands. What we're doing right now, we were strengthening the shoulders, wrist, and elbows. Very nice. Go ahead and put your knees on the floor, everyone. Make sure it's not a tabletop anymore. It's a plank. It's a plank. And proceed for the tricep push-up. We're gonna hold it just like we hold our chaturanga, but knees on the floor. Come on up slow. Very slow. Slow is hard. Come on down. Slow. Come on up slow. I know, slow is much harder. Come on down, slow. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let go of expectations as well. It's not gonna be helpful too much. So just flow, just explore what you can do, slow. Come on back up, downward facing dog. Just simply tuck your toes. Relax the neck fully and completely, no tension in the neck. We're gonna go ahead and lift the right leg, just like this. Step all the way to your low lunge. Low lunge, that's where your knee on the floor, crew, when the knee on the floor. Try to step relatively wide, because if too close, there is just no room for your hips to open. So let's work a little bit more with the shoulders. Just lift the arms up, give them a couple circles through the front, then couple circles towards the back. If you feel super comfortable staying without your hands on the floor, then you're gonna take your Left behind, right underneath. Shoulders down and open, expand. If you feel that you really want to bring your body needs your hands on the floor, forget about the shoulder bind, just put your hands on the floor and enjoy your low lunges. We're working. Let's undo the arms. Go ahead and take your right inside the right, touch the back leg, open up slightly more. I know. Go ahead and top behind like you do the reverse warrior. In, open up. Come on back down towards the floor and simply move your right foot slightly farther away. Go ahead and gently press inside into the inner thigh, not on the knee itself, right next to it on a soft part. Very nice. Couple more extras. We're gonna return it back and now move this foot over the left hand all the way. Pigeons. Pigeons are challenging, okay? Pigeons are not such an easy entry basic asana. So for those who's new or have any knee injuries, hips injuries, take your knee outside and it's gonna be looking like this. If you can tuck that knee under, go ahead and do so, but it's not a requirement at all. Go by sensations. If you have a severe hips or back injuries, knee injuries, you might even go on your back. Go on your back and just put one ankle on top, other leg, and just stretch that way. Keep on breathing. We're gonna stay here for a while and do a little progression. Try to let go of the tension in hips, ankles especially. Facial expression. No tension in the eyelids, eyes, teeth, jaw, forehead. Even on top of the scalp, underneath the hair, it can be tension. Let's go ahead and come up. So see how you feel holding your hands. If you think, give it a try maybe with a one hand, you feel comfy to open up and maybe even bind for your back. Then do so. If you feel your back is not gonna hold it, please keep your hands on the floor. Open up a little bit. See if you want to fold forward, undo your hands first, or come up with the bind with me. Again, it's very personal for each and every one of us. We all have different levels, different time when we're taking breaks and come back to the yoga class. Hopefully, when we do so, we're still working out in the house. Come on up slowly. Go ahead and take your right up front of the right. If you desperately need to come out, guys, come out and then come back when you're ready. So reaching out for that ankle, big deal. It's a lot, and most of you, pretty much everyone, can do so. That's a good thing. If you easily reaching, go ahead and sneak it underneath the elbow, actually, like this. So a little bit deeper than the regular reach. If you actually reaching very nicely and it doesn't bother your shoulders at all, you definitely aim for the bind. Give it a couple more extra breaths. Couple more extras. Go ahead and keep that ankle. Keep that ankle. Let's switch the hands. So if your left ankle, it's going to be your right hand. Come down and rest for a few more extra breaths. That's mostly your quadricep and a little bit extra on the hips. Let it go. Long pigeon flow. Tuck your toes. Let's try to make our way. Let's set an intention to the single-legged dog. Watch, just up and carry it over. It's a lot of upper body strength. That's good. That's good. Or just first level top. That's totally fine. Very nice. Go ahead and circle this hip. It needs a little bit of the extra stretch. Prepare for Chaturanga Dandasana. Feel free to put your knees on the floor. Downward facing dog. This is it. Relax your head and neck. Relax your head and neck. You got this. Alright, let's take our back up. Step to the low lunge. Low lunge is a low lunge, not a square lunge. Make sure you put your foot as far as you can. So you're supposed to take pretty much entire space of your mat. Some of us have longer mats, some of us have shorter mats. Go ahead and reverse it. And if you feel freedom and you don't need your hands on the floor, go ahead and bind. Chest open, lift it. Try to let go of the tension in the hips. If you need to return your hands on the floor for support, please do so. Go ahead and undo it. Take the left inside the left a little bit more. Just push it against. Touch the back. Supported is totally fine. If you go for unsupported, then take that arm up, chest up and lift it. Come on back up. Hands on the floor. Move this foot slightly farther. The left. Press gently against your inner thigh next to your knee. Just make sure you're pressing out so you feel the opening. You need that extra little. Perfect. Now we're going to move towards the pigeon. This left is going to go towards the right. Feel free to leave it outside, or maybe you're gonna save it for a little bit later when you need to come out. Instead of coming out, you can hit it a little bit. We're gonna go and lay down first. Take your time to release all the tension from the ankles, from the knees, shoulders, and even facial expression. Relaxation is a choice like everything else. Being happy is a choice. Being proactive is a choice. So we're making the choices. Come on up slowly. And check first your position with the both hands on the floor. You feel good? Go ahead and bind. This is not an easy hold. Feel free to undo the bind. when you're going back on the floor. It's definitely an extra shoulder and hip work. And we're gonna let go of the bind if you still have it. If you need to take a break and come out of the pigeon, then come back. Put the left hand next inside the left. Open up first, just look behind. Just holding it. If it feels really nice, go ahead and catch up. One little step at a time. If you feel that you're catching up so easy, no challenge at all, that's definitely an indication for the elbow bind. If your elbow bind is very solid and steady, then go ahead for the hand bind on hook. I know it takes some time. If we're not practicing yoga a few times a week, body becomes stiff very quickly. The older we get, the more work we have to put. And this is just a reality. We have to push harder as we get in older, and we're not getting younger since the first day of the birth. So that's a reality as well. Come on back. Come on back. I found as I move through life, I have to apply much more work daily to keep up with the good health, not just the physical body, but in general. Chaturanga Dandasana, or knees on the floor. Keep on moving, guys, all the way downward facing dog. We're gonna hold this downward facing dog for a few breaths and then go to the puppy pose. We do a couple of the flows for threads and needle. Come on down. And take your arms to the front. While you moving into the puppy pose, try to remain your hips in between the knees. Just a little reminder. That feels great. That feels really good. Coming up to your tabletop and raise your right arm. Sweep it under all the way. Try to put your flat hand on the floor. Flat hand. This is it. Come on up slowly. We're gonna do the other side. The same, nice and easy first. Go ahead and sweep it under. Try to keep the flat hand on the floor, shoulder, elbow. We will switch the direction again and do it one more time on each side. And if you wish to progress this time, just follow along with me. You can stop anytime, support. Take the leg up if it's balanced enough for you. Take the arm up. Take the little bind. And then switch. Slowly come out. Don't worry. We have full time in the world. And left. Find stability first, then begin with the leg. Slow down a little bit, add the arm, and then we're going for the bind. Your bind is really, really good. Pull that ankle off the glute as much as you can. Mhm. Come on down slowly. Monday balance can be tough. Come on back. Come on up in the hover with me. Gonna strengthening the fingertips a little bit. If that's too much for you, you don't have to do that. It's challenging. Come on to your downward facing dog. Stay on the fingertips if you can. Bless you. And come on down. Come on back again. Prepare to walk on a full hands to your side plank heels. On the left, open up first. We're gonna work a little bit of the midsection here today in a side plank. So pick up your bottom leg and bring it towards your elbow. 1. Open up and expand fully. 2. Open up and expand fully. 3. Open up and expand fully. And last one, 4. Go ahead and take the arm all the way overhead and take the hips down towards the floor. Rest if you have to, and then lift it up using the strengths of the upper body and midsection too. All the way. Only 2 more. Come up all the way. And 1 more, nice and strong. Go ahead and switch the direction. I know. Reach the arm up and over. Bottom leg. Beyond the knees if you have to. 1. Try to open up and expand first. 2. Open up and expand. 3. And 4. Arm up and over. All the way. 1. Reach. 2. And reach. 3. All the way. 1 more. Come on down. Ready for chaturanga? Dandasana. Come on down. Strong people, we never give up. Come on down. Downward facing dog. This is it. This is it. Go ahead and make your transition to the center. We're gonna practice Bakasana today. For our balance, we're gonna practice Bakasana. So if you have never done your arm balance, follow me. For those who is practicing and just do what you know. Put your knees underneath the armpits, on the tricep, and just do 1 leg at a time. Just like this, 1 leg at a time. That's all you have to do today. And then if you feel balanced when you lift 1 leg, just lean slightly forward, tilt your body forward, and take the second leg. Not even takes the second leg off the floor, it's kind of takes all by itself. Give it a few tries for my beginner students. Again. Come on up a little bit higher, and like this. My leggings are so slippery today. I was afraid that I couldn't do it, so 1 leg, because it's not helping. And second kind of glides up, tilt the body slightly forward. Come on down to your Malasana. Come on down to Malasana. You're gonna take the arms inside. Close your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, Titsibasana, firefly. You're gonna take the hands behind this time. Now look, if you're gonna take them right here, you're not gonna be able to do it. So just wider. You have to be able first to sit your body when you open up your eyes. But you have to feel seated. Not on the wrist, but on tricep and bicep. Right. Once you sit it, you're gonna start to work 1 leg at a time, like this. Once it works out great, you take a both feet up. And you fly away, hopefully not from the yoga room. Right. Come on down. How did you do your Titsibasana? I'm sure you already came back. Fly away, came back. That takes us to the seated wide-legged and then to the turtle today. Let's go ahead and pull the glutes out, literally. Your legs don't have to be really wide. Just make sure it's comfortable. Go ahead and start to walk. Please don't do this. Sit up and straight. Sit with a narrower feet, but watch your spine. Some of you would be easily walking down. Keep on breathing. Take your time. Once you feel your body, let's go a little bit. Proceed a little bit deeper. If you feel too much tension, come on up, then come back down. Just kind of play around. Feel what your body doing. A lot of you have a really good seated wide-legged forward fold, so guys, go ahead and bind on Michael. Come on, guys, and just fold forward. Nice job, everyone. Very nice job. Come on up slowly. It's gonna take us to the turtle. Maybe even sleeping turtle today. We're gonna take the arms, put them to the front. That could be very challenging just to hold the elbows fully grounded. If that's your position today, stick with that. Maybe hands, maybe blocks underneath the elbows. If you feel good, go ahead and snake them slightly under. Continue to fall into the turtle prep. Once you feel really nicely, start to expand your arms and slide your legs a little bit more out. Come on up slowly. Now if you have your straps, that might be helpful for the buy-in. So we're gonna go ahead and just start to move our arms a little bit more backward. Let's slowly undo the arms. And we're gonna go for the single-legged squat. I know, it's Monday again. So put your left foot on the floor, reach right to the right or left to the right. Many times a little bit easier for stability, the arm across, because then you can hold the other hand on the ground, right. But if you don't have to do it, then you can just come up and hold. Nice job. Very nice job. Come on down slowly. And we switch. So again, the cross is a good way to start. And then both hands if you can manage that. Very nice. If you hold in just one hand on the floor and another to the foot, that's a big deal. Because getting up is already hard enough. Very nice. Come on down. Both legs to the front. Let's go for another seated forward fold, and we go for Halasana. And then we're gonna do reverse tabletop and upward planks as I promised. Come on down. I'm gonna hold this Halasana for a little bit longer. If you're not having your full Plow pose, don't force it. Just keep the legs on the wall or towards the ceiling. You can bend your knees, put the blocks underneath the feet. Come on up to your upward tabletop with me. Just a simple upward tabletop. Simple but good one. Hips up, everybody, hips up. Breathe. Come on all the way down. We're gonna go for another quick halasana. One step at a time. And you guys welcome to repeat reverse tabletop or join me for upward plank. If you have back injuries, maybe that's not a very good idea for upward plank. Again, just listen to your body. Come on down slowly. And go ahead and lay down fully. We're gonna practice today the supine eagles to finalize the practice. If your eagle is not a full eagle, just do what you can. So put your right on top on the left, bind for full eagle if you can. If not, that's okay. Arms on the side. And if you're right on top, on the left, we're gonna draw our knees towards the left. If you need to come out earlier from eagle pose, you can. Come back and give a little stretch in the bound angle. Just let your knees to melt on the side for a few breaths. And then take your left leg on top on the right. Like this. And take your knees on the right. If your left on top on the right, put the knees on the right. We're going to finalize this flow with a happy baby pose. So take your both feet up, draw your knees down towards the floor. Maybe rock side to side a little bit, massage your lower back. Feels good, huh? That feels very good. And then we will simply extend our legs and arms to the place where we started today. Arms away from the feet. Long extended inhalation. Equal length exhalation if you can. Try to practice it. This is a really calming technique when you make an inhalation and exhalation longer and equal. Take a deep breath in, expand your belly. On exhalation, let all the tension melt away from your body. Simply disappear, expel it from each and every cell of your skin, each and every pore. Tension just breeds tension and anxiety. That's very destructive most of the time for the physical body. We want to invite more happiness, more calmness, more health, more vitality, more healing in the body, more joy, more contribution, success, fulfillment. Slowly start to move up. Keep your eyes closed. It's really helpful to keep attention and intention inside the body. Let's look inside our hearts and just be honest with ourselves. We have everything we need in this life. There's always going to be more, bigger, better, different. But unless we learn how to enjoy what we already have, it's going to be hard to expand. Look inside your heart, smile with your heart as always, and have a wonderful, full of energy, beautiful week, everyone. Namaste. Great work. Ooh, we did it again. Good work, you guys. Good work, you guys, as well. Bye.